This is Cynthia Toet, your TV host for Your Hidden Love Story. I want you to keep your mindset on the higher vibrational mindset so you can keep living your life and going on this beautiful journey you got. I can't live here without you. We need all of you. You're all here. You have all a special reason, a special purpose, and nobody can do it just like you. This is Cynthia Toet, your TV host for Your Hidden Love Story. We are on episode 2097, Releasing Emotional Baggage to Embrace Emotional Freedom. Woo, 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 woo. Hope you guys are all having a good day. Thank you for all coming in early and being here in the chat. I appreciate you so much. You guys, you know, the main reason why I go live is I do believe we have all been misled and misguided by our emotional selves. And what do I mean by that is our go-to vibration in our emotional self is out of fear, doubt, insecurity, not whole enough, not complete enough, and feeling like we got to prove ourselves out there to the world or to someone else. And that's really stopping you. It's putting the brakes on. It's not allowing you to move. My goal is to help flip your emotional story around to a higher vibrational one as a go-to vibration, and that would be out of love and above, laughter, play, joy, happiness, peace, and harmony, passion, desire. Come on, baby, let's get this show rolling and let's get your life a-going. Woo, woo, woo. Let's see here. We are, and we have the Taurus full moon going on right now, and just kind of carrying it. Was last night, but we can carry it, it's still in full effect, so I'm bringing it into tonight's show. We're going to be tapping into the powerful full moon, the energy of it, okay, to release what no longer serves our heart space, to make more room for love and for joy and inner peace. But we have to get rid of the baggage to allow that more love in, okay? And let's see what emotional baggage really is. That's what we're going to talk about. It's just in a short quickie. It's hidden emotions, stories, and memories that's weighing down on your present moment with your love story. That's why your love story is hidden, is because of all those emotions. Emotional baggage includes a wide range of past experiences, traumas, and unresolved issues that negatively impact our present day emotions, behaviors, and relationships. Examples would be like trust issues, fear of intimacy or rejection, guilt or regret, or low self-esteem. It can manifest as difficulties with commitment, excessive defensiveness, chronic anger, and recreating past dysfunctional family patterns in new relationships. Relationship issues come up, difficulties in trusting in the partner due to a past situation, commitment issues from a previous breakup, or protecting old relationship hurts onto new partners, or fear of anxiety, being overly fearful of failure or rejection, general anxiety from past traumas, or fear of intimacy because of past emotional hurt. I want to hear from you guys. Which one of these do you feel has shown up in your love story? Drop a word or emoji in the chat that represents any of those feelings. Seeing it in the chat is your first step to releasing it all together. So you guys join in, get it in the chat. Something that you have felt that I've just talked about that has shown up in your love story. Rather, it is fear, anxiety. Is it a commitment issue? Is it something, a past trauma? There's something, otherwise we wouldn't be here. So, anyhow, anger and resentment. Holding on to resentment from past situations, feeling powerless in the past situation, or being excessively angry or defensive in current conflicts. Low self-esteem, feeling an inadequacy or self-criticism, or believing that you are not strong enough or smart enough to handle challenges, often stemming from a past negative message from others. Avoiding and defensive mechanism, pushing people away, becoming overly defensive when confronted, or avoiding situations that might remind you of past negative experiences. Recreating past patterns, unconsciously choosing partners of life situations that mirror dysfunctional dynamics. I know I said it wrong, but from your childhood, like choosing a partner which is emotionally unavailable if you grew up with an emotionally distant parent, or having unresolved grief, lingering sadness, and grief from a loss of a loved one that prevents you from even moving forward. These are all emotional baggages that we hold on to. We need to release them so we can move on, so we can make room, so we can really make room to allow love in. But we got to dump out the baggage, because that baggage is taking up too much room. What is the power? What is the power of awareness? A lack of trust there. I like it. I like it that you're participating in there. Thank you so much, Denali. Yeah. And what I'm saying resonate, it does. It isn't it so funny how a conversation that you just had with someone recently, it just is all, we're carrying it on until we grow, you know. The power of awareness, oh my goodness, the power of awareness is so cool. Recognizing what we have been carrying that isn't ours in the first place, or it isn't ours to keep anymore. The power of awareness with emotional baggage by allowing you to identify and to understand your feelings, which move from automatic reactions to conscious choice. By bringing awareness to your emotional triggers and your bodily sensations, which I've learned a lot about this last year. It was the bodily sensations that were like my clues. But when we become aware of that, you can process emotions more efficiently, break old behavior patterns, and gain control over your responses instead of being controlled by them. And that's where most of us are. We are all controlled by our emotional responses. But when we become aware of it, now we are no longer being controlled by them. We gain control over them. This process helps you to resolve past issues and build self-esteem and foster healthier relationships. Moves from reaction to choice. Without awareness, you react automatically to your emotional triggers, a process that can be linked to old patterns of behaviors. Awareness allows you to pause, to recognize what is happening, and to make a conscious choice about how to respond rather than being overwhelmed by the emotions. Closing those doors, that's right. And feeling better about letting go of those baggages. I know it makes a difference. Yeah, we can get physically sick if we don't listen to our intuition. That's correct. All right. So, enables emotional regulation. Being able to identify and label your emotions is critical first step in managing them efficiently. Naming an emotion can help you take away some of its power just by naming it, which can lead to a greater sense of calmness and relief. That just feels good. Just knowing that we have the power to change the emotional reaction around so we don't have to stay in that lower vibrational cycle forever. Breaking negative cycles by noticing emotional states of their physical sensation. You can interpret unhealthy coping mechanisms such as eating to self-soothe when you're not hungry. This allows you to address the root of your feeling instead of it just being a symptom. Take a moment. What's for everybody in the chat? Take a moment. What's one feeling or pattern that you have become aware of recently that you are ready to release? Type it in the chat. Even if it's just one word, just type it in the chat. What's one feeling or pattern that you have become aware of recently that you are ready to release? Let's flood the chat with awareness. Even one small realization counts, you guys. You guys, because you're doing the work. We're doing the work while we're live. You're not putting it off. You're doing the work. Yeah, I'm putting you to work. But you know, we're doing it as a team. It's a group. It's simpler. It's easier, you guys. So let's flood that chat with awareness, you guys. It builds self-esteem and confidence when you can manage difficult emotional situations and gain control over your reactions. Your confidence and your self-esteem increase. It boosts. It's pretty cool. This is because you are no longer at the mercy of your emotions, but you are able to navigate them with greater skills. People pleasing, I'm telling you. I'd let that go too. And then it does improve relationships too. Understanding your own emotions allows you to communicate your feelings more clearly and to better navigate conflicts with others. This leads to healthier and more connected relationships. Woo, woo, woo. How cool is that, you guys? And let's see. And you want to release no longer serves me. Yep, I agree. I want to do. You want to release fear. I'm telling you, you guys, I love it. I love that you guys are putting this in here. You want to release, it's me again from teasing you. I don't know what that's, yeah, I love it, you guys. Pushing love interest away. Yeah, I'm telling you, we push them away because we're not ready, or we're afraid, or that we're going to just recreate an old scenario, an old situationship. So all right, so anyhow, I have you guys, I wrote a book. It's called Flipping Your Emotional Story Around to Better. It is over there on Amazon as an e-copy and a hard copy. I have a little mini commercial. I'm going to play it for you right now, and I'll be right back, so stick around. And it's commercial break time. And what's she going to talk about on her commercial? Now, what's she going to talk about? She's going to talk about, did you know that Cynthia Toet, she's an author. She wrote a book this year called Flipping Your Emotional Story Around to Better. Yes, that's the book that she wrote, and it is on Amazon. It is an ebook and a hard copy, whichever you prefer. Go over there right now and grab your copy right now to see what it's going to take to flip your emotional story around to better. Okay, back to the show now. I hear you, Danelli. Tired of being too nice, and when we're overextending ourselves, and that's a part of people pleasing, that we want to please the other person. But we need to really every time somebody asks me if I want to go do something, I take in what it is that I'm doing into consideration first. I don't just go, okay. It's like if they ask me, I just go, well, let me review my schedule to see if I want to go. And if I don't want to go, I just tell them my schedule's full, period. You don't have to tell them what your schedule's full with. It's cool. And what's it full with? Self-love, self-care, taking care of me, alone time. It doesn't matter, you guys. We have to put ourselves first, make ourselves that priority, you guys. And Multifairy has a new channel. If Multifairy, if you're here, go ahead and post that link in the chat. I don't know when I'll get to it, just because I already have so much to do. So if you put it in the chat, that would be great. All right, so next we're going to utilize this full moon that's in Taurus right now. I'm going to just really talk about this a little bit because we have done rituals before, but there may be people that haven't been through one of the rituals here, and I'm just going to, you love that my schedule's filled with self-love. I'm telling you, they don't have to know what it's full with, He proposed, so he proposed, so guess who's engaged? Oh my goodness, Cynthia's prediction about a proposal was right, and he did on Halloween. I got goosebumps from head to toe. I'm glad I looked up and saw that. You guys, look at that. Woo, 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 woo. All right, somebody's getting married. Woo, woo, woo. 4 watchful ones getting married. Woo, 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 woo. All right, so I love it. I'm glad that I saw that while we were still alive. So yeah, me too. I was shocked. Oh, I bet. Look at the wedding ring. Yeah, I'm so happy. Those cards were so like it was right on. It was happening, and look at it. Congratulations. Yep. Okay, so this full moon, I'm just gonna talk about the full moon release ritual, how to energetically or symbolically release emotional weight. Use this full moon. This is why I'm talking about the emotional baggage releasing right now is because of the full moon that we got going on. The full moon is in Taurus. And the ritual involves creating a sacred space by lighting a candle. If you don't have a candle, you can actually imagine that candle. You don't have to have a candle, but lighting the candle really brings it in. And grounding yourself with deep breaths. Once you light the candle, you take some deep breaths because you're getting that sacred space. You're getting the calmness. You're moving out all that extra energy. This is your space. You're bringing space in for you with those deep breaths. You do want to write down what you want to release on a piece of paper. Not in your journal, though. You want a paper, you want a loose piece of paper, one that you can, because we're going to burn it when we're done. And if you don't have a candle or something to burn it with or something safe, then you're going to tear it in little pieces. But what we're going to do first, I'm just going to really review it. I'm not going to do it with you guys, okay? So you get the candle, you get the paper, you get the pen, you ground yourself with those deep breaths. When you get the paper and the pen, you want to write down what you want to release on the paper, which I was having you do here in the chat. So you don't have to have the candle. You don't have to do the ripping and the tearing and the burning. You can, we're doing it live, okay? But this is a good time to do it. And that's why I pulled this title of this show for today, to release the baggage, because I want us to, end this year feeling like we can let go of the weight that we've been carrying throughout the year or from past years before, so we can have a really fresh start as these holidays are coming on in. Okay? So you write down on the paper or in the chat, what do you want to release? So you would safely burn it if you're gonna burn it. If you're going to remember, when you fold it up, you want to fold it outwardly. When we're releasing, you're folding it outwardly. Okay. If you don't have a candle to burn it, then you just rip it up into little teeny pieces, little teeny itty bitty pieces. Okay. And then I always, when I'm done, whether I have the ashes or this, I'm always going to put salt on it. It's going to let go of any residues. And we are going to also thank the universe for it too, because the paper is symbolizing the letting it go. And so we can end it with some kind of a short meditation or something to express some gratitude in the process. So, and when you're writing stuff down, I want you to be honest with yourself. I want you to be direct with your writing. You can focus on what no longer serves you. A lot of times I just write, whatever no longer serves me for my highest good, I would like to release it. I like to also add in, through all dimension, time, space, and reality. So it's not just in this current moment, but any time, space, dimension, time, space, or reality, it actually releases it any time that I've been around, past or present or future, that it's clearing up that energy. So I'm not going to take it forward with me, and I'm going to release it from the past so I can live in the present moment. But once you get the paper burnt or in little pieces, put the salt on it. After the salt goes on it, there's you can either flush it down the toilet or go outside, bury it outside. If it's the paper, if it's just ashes, you can just take it far enough away from your house, out into the dirt somewhere. Okay, all right. So again, sometimes I just write what no longer serves me for my highest good. But if there's things that I know, if you know besides that, because I know at the beginning of my journey it was more vague. As the journey went on, I could get more clearer what it is I wanted to release and let go of. So, so if you can get clear to what truly it is that you want to release, like I want to release I want to release any past relationship issues that I've had that I'm afraid to even open a door to another relationship. I want to remove that block. What is that block? I want to clear the fear of it. So because as you guys are going through this self-love journey, you are becoming more confident in yourself. You are learning how to speak your truth from your higher self. You no longer will even settle the kind of relationships you've had in the past. You just won't, because you want to be able to have the fullness, and you become a lot more aware of your emotions, your feelings, and how your body reacts to other people. Other people, they can dump energy onto you. You may not even know. It's like, wow, all of a sudden I felt bad, and it could just be by a person. But as you go through this self-love journey, you start to learn. So it's important to release this emotional baggage so we can embrace emotional freedom, which empowers us, okay? I do have a couple of things I wrote down that we could, what limited beliefs no longer serve you, what ideas or worries go around in your brain that are stopping you from growing on a daily basis, what is stopping you from loving yourself as much as you possibly can. I like that one. What is stopping you from loving yourself as much as you can? I want to know. I put that one in the chat. All right. And Multifairy, if you got that link, will you please go ahead and post it and advertise it while I'm still live here? All right. And then what is making you doubt yourself? You know what? These are good questions. What is it that makes you doubt yourself? I know for me, it would have been because I've had past relationships that would always put me down, like I wasn't ever good enough, I couldn't do something good enough, or I wasn't valuable enough. And so that would put my doubt in there. So I'm going to also put this one into the chat. And so I had to learn how to overcome that. That wasn't me. That was them. But, I bowed down, and today I will not, okay? And what internal beliefs do you have that you want to let go of? These are just little questions you guys can ask yourself. I want you guys to really take the time and look into that and do it. Please do it tonight. If you're not doing it tonight, do it tomorrow. We want to get that full moon effect in here, okay? And I'm just putting it in the chat here so you guys have them. And then there was, all right, there we go. The key is to purge all of these that are draining and these negative emotions that are making their way to the surface right now. That's the reason, is we want to purge them. Sometimes we brush things off, or we put them under the carpet, which I did for years. That's why I was sick with fibromyalgia, is because I took the true me and I put me underneath the carpet. So I know people can do it. I mean, I'm pretty cool about myself. I already stepped into my power, but then I got who I was with and everything. I put myself underneath that carpet. They didn't do it. I did it because I didn't speak up. Okay. So move on it so quickly, and so you be brave, you guys. This is that we never really want to allow ourselves to lean into how we're feeling. We want what? That we never really allow ourselves to lean into how we're feeling. So I want you to pay attention to how you're feeling. Where did that feeling come from? How can we release it? How long am I going to hold on to it? What created it? Where did it come? Start questioning, not just allowing the emotion or the feeling of the emotion there. Start questioning it. Start analyzing it deeper, you guys. And with that comes energy blockages. We get blockages and breaks when we have the emotional things going on. So that's why it's really important, because we need to take care of them. If you truly want to manifest a better life, we have to take care of the emotional baggage that we have underneath, okay? So when you're doing the full moon ritual for yourself, I want you guys, when you write your things out, I want you to read your list loudly, speaking your speak your intentions clearly. Safely burn the paper using the candle or a lighter, placing it in a fireproof bowl as it burns. If it is possible, yeah, that's right. If it isn't possible, remember to tear it up into little pieces and shred it so it no longer makes any sense. And as the paper turns into ashes or the paper's turned into shreds, you can say, I release you. Or say, thank you. I am free to move on. I'll put that one in the chat too. Thank you. I am free to move on. That's the conclusion of the ritual. You know, when you're at that part, you want to say, thank you. I'm free to move on, because we're releasing it. So take that moment to meditate or visualize the negativity being released and light filled the space where it once was. Close the ritual by expressing gratitude to the moon and your guides, or simply for the clearing process. And then remember to blow out your candle and take a few final deep breaths just to clear the energy. And another thing you can do is you take your hands and wash them in salt too, to get rid of any other residues too, okay? All right, let's see if I have time to do the tarot spread or no. Okay, all right, that took up the time, so maybe I'll do the tarot spread over there in the other show. I thank you guys so very much for coming over here and being a part of this episode of Your Hidden Love Story 2097, Releasing Emotional Baggage. It is a major part, it's a big part of your self-love journey, and we might as well utilize the full moon that's going on right now, because it makes it more powerful, so you guys can embrace emotional freedom. And for those that are here that are live, I have the Revealing Your Hidden Love Story. It's already up, ready to go for the tarot that's we're going to do over there. You can go over there and sign on in. For those that are watching replay, you can go watch it, but you can't participate. You could leave messages. You could do it that way. And go ahead and watch it, because everybody's reading that gets placed. We are all connected in some kind of way. So somebody else's reading could really tap in and tune into what it is that you're going through. And I'm telling you, the way that I read, I'm helping heal your guys' emotional story. That's my main goal, okay? So until next time, I'm going to see you guys all here in a little bit. Let me see. Let me check out the chat, what's going on. Let's see. Oh, yes. State or write exactly what you want to release as it is. If you're putting it into a restaurant order. That's right. I love it, Andrew. I release any and all negative feelings, thoughts I have or attracted each day into the well of love and light. I love it so much. Catch you guys on the other side. That's the after show. All right. Bye-bye, butterflies. And I'll see you in a bit. Okay.